Okay, yung next topic natin ay tungkol sa two particle systems. So before, ang kinoconsider natin most of the time ay single particles. Okay? In other words, we describe a quantum mechanical particle as in terms of its wave function, right? Okay. Of course, last time nag-discuss din tayo nung interaction ng spins sa isa't isa. Okay, but yung spins na to ay posibleng due to two electrons, okay, possibly coming from two particles, pwede rin na two other particles na magkaiba ng spins, di ba, and so on and so forth. Pero dito, i-generalize natin yung discussion na yon. Okay, and we'll talk about two particles interacting with each other, and bawat sa mga particle na to ay merong wave function. Okay, so there's actually two ways to describe yung ano nila, interaction nila. One is to describe it as if they are distinguishable. Okay, and the other is to describe these particles as if they are indistinguishable. Okay? And mag-iiba yung physics depende sa kung distinguishable yung particle or indistinguishable yung particles pala. Sorry, yung pag-treat natin sa particles na yan. Okay? And makikita niyo kung gaano kung paano sila nag-iiba. Okay, in a bit. Okay, so for now, okay, let's say that let's start with a single particle muna. So for a single particle, okay, yung wave function. So for a single particle, okay, yung wave function is, ang ginagamit natin na wave function is psi, and we describe yung wave function na yun in terms of yung position and yung time. Okay? Hindi muna natin sama dito yung angular momentum, both yung orbital angular momentum tsaka spin angular momentum. Okay? So, for a two-particle system, yung pwede natin silang i-describe in terms of yung positions ng dalawang particles. So for two particles, okay, yung wave function, okay, ay pwedeng i-describe in terms of yung position nilang dalawa, R1 and then R2, and then of course yung time. Okay, ng behavior, time that describes yung behavior ng dalawang particles. So ito yung coordinates ng particle 2, of particle 2, position of particle 1. Now, yung time evolution is described by the Schrodinger equation. By the time dependent Schrodinger equation. Okay? So, syempre dito yung H is the Hamiltonian. For the whole system. Okay, given by H is equal to negative H bar squared over 2m1, and then yung gradient 1 squared, minus yung momentum o kinetic energy ng pangalawang particle, okay, plus yung potential that describes yung interaction between these two particles or external potential. Okay? Okay. Buong araw na nagtatrabaho yung ano na yan eh. Projector. Parang kayo. Basta ang 165. Yung joke ba yun? Joke ba ang 165 nyo? Okay. Again, yung potential na ito describes pwedeng interaction between yung two particles or pwedeng interaction with other particles, okay, outside of the system. Okay, outside of this system. Now, tinanong ko kung ano, no? Tinanong ko kung ano yung, kung kumusta ang 165 ninyo kasi syempre ginagamit natin yung concepts ng 165 dito sa quantum physics. And especially considering, di ba, na ang particles na to is described by yung probabilities. Di ba? Okay. So, if you want to know yung probability, okay, na makita yung particle na to, yung dalawang particles na to over yung space. Okay, so we say, so probability, okay, is given by psi R1, R2, E squared, and then syempre, okay, of finding particle 1 in the volume D3R1 and particle 2 in the volume D3R2. And dapat yung total probability na yan must be equal to 1. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo rin, yung potential dito sa taas, okay, ay merong time dependence. Okay? Merong time dependence yung potential. However, if we remove yung time dependence na yun, so for time independent potentials, okay, so we can use separation of variables, okay, and simply write yung wave function as yung wave function, time independent na wave function multiplied by exponential negative I E t over h bar. And if you recall, basically, yan ay negative I omega T na kung saan yung omega is E over H pa. And in this case, of course, yung Schrodinger equation is written as, yung time-independent Schrodinger equation is written as this. So, psi plus V psi equals sa E psi. So, okay. Okay na? Kopya nyo na? Okay. Okay. So, let's suppose na ang particle okay is in the state psi A of R. And particle 2 is in the state psi B of R. So we can write yung total wave function or yung full na wave function that describes both these particles as the product of the wave function of each of these particles. Okay. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? Sinabi natin dito, so it's not just it's not just English, okay? And kaya nga actually importante talaga ang English sa physics eh. Kasi you need to be exact with tawag dito, how you express things. Like for example, dito, suppose particle 1 is in the state psi psi A psi A na position R1. And particle 2 is in the state psi B R2. So dito, ang sinasabi dito is kung ano man yung particle A, nasa position siya na R1. And yung particle B ay nasa position na R2. Ang implication noon is that you can distinguish between the two particles. Right? Kasi sinabi mo yung A ay nandoon siya sa R1, yung B nandoon siya sa R2. Okay? So ito yan yung sinasabi nito Yan yung sinasabi ng equation na ito. Okay, now it's a simple equation but it tells you na yung particles na to are distinguishable. We can describe tawag dito indistinguishable particles, okay, in a similar way. But we cannot assign, like for example, particle A sa R1 lang or particle B sa R2 lang. Okay, kasi kung gusto natin na indistinguishable siya, dapat yung particle A, pag meron kang nakitang dalawang particles, nasa R1 yung isa, nasa R2 yung isa, hindi mo alam kung alin yung A doon or yung B. Kasi nga indistinguishable sila. Naintindihan niyo? Okay? So how do you write that mathematically? So mathematically, so sulat ko na dito, so this is distinguishable particles. For indistinguishable particles, pagod na. Yung buong araw yan nagano eh. Yung nag-react ng ganun. Ay, pakipokpok nga. Pokpok lang pok. Yun. Okay. Natakot na pokpok. Oo nga eh. Yun. Ah, shit. Hindi naman lumilitaw yung overheat na sign, ano? Na and I think maybe yung cable ang problema. Hmm. Yan, okay. Dali. Madali tayo. So, we write it as psi plus or minus R1, R2 equals sa A, psi A R1, psi B R2, plus or minus psi B R1, psi A R2. Okay. Okay, so dito makikita nyo na it is possible to assign particle A sa position R1 and particle B sa position R2. At pwede mo ring sabihin na yung A ay nasa R2 at yung B nasa R1. So there's just the probability na nandoon sila sa either na position. But this also tells us na ang particles are indistinguishable. Ano yung hindi mo makita? Okay na? Okay. So, kaya kino-consider natin yung mga possibilities na yan. Okay, now for those particles na ginagamit natin yung plus sign, ang tawag natin sa mga particles na to ay bosons. And yung gumagamit ng minus signs, ang tawag natin sa mga particles na yan ay fermions. Ang isang example ng fermion ay electrons. At yung boson, ang isang example nito ay photons. Okay? So, ang bosons ay may integer spins. Like photons, for example, ang spin niya is 1. Diba? Ang fermions ay may half integer spins. Like electron, ang spin niya is 1/2. Okay? So, if we consider an electron, for example, okay, Zoom na lang. Naka-on naman tayo sa Zoom. Sige, kung kaya nyo i-open yung Zoom ninyo. Oh, yung dati pa rin natin ginagamit. Yung MindLab. Okay. So, if tawag dito, let's say na i-consider natin ang electrons, dalawang identical na fermions. Pag identical sila, so we have two identical fermions. So if they are identical, ibig sabihin psi A is equal to psi B. Okay, and then remember, ang fermions, ang ginagamit natin dito is yung minus, di ba? So psi minus R1, R2 ay equal sa A. And then, hindi natin ma-distinguish, di ba? So psi A, R1, psi A, R2, minus psi B, psi A, R1, times psi A, R2, and ang lalabas dito ay 0. So if we have identical particles, okay, then yung wave function is 0. Yung probability na makakita tayo ng identical particles ay 0. So hindi tayo pwedeng magkaroon ng identical particles, or these two particles cannot occupy the same state. Psi A ay equal to psi B, parehong states yon. Okay, dalawang particles, parehong states. Okay, so they cannot occupy the same state. Saan nyo narinig yun? Well, dito nyo narinig, di ba? Pero, anong principle yung nagsasabi ng ganun? Pauli exclusion principle. Okay. So, yan yung parang statement para sa Pauli exclusion principle. Okay, so, again, these are simple equations, seemingly simple equations, pero merong deep na meaning yung sinasabi nito. Ano sinasabi nito equation na to? Sige nga, kung halimbawa yan yung exam. Hindi. Basically, yung sinasabi niya is A. Sige, nandiyan naman nasa notes niyo naman, di ba? A is, tawag dito, A is one particle, B is another particle, psi A is the state of particle A, and psi B is the state of particle B. And if they have the same states, the resulting, tawag dito, wave function will be 0. Okay, so in other words, they cannot occupy the same states at all. Okay. Okay. Okay, so merong paraan para para tawag dito sort of i-generalize yung description ng mga particles na ito. And we can do that using yung tinatawag na exchange operator. Okay, and we use yung capital letter P to define yung exchange operator. Pangit dito sa ground floor, no? No, kasi yung ingay, ang dami dumadaan. Although, ang dami natin nasasagap na chismis, di ba? Okay, anong ginagawa ng exchange operator na ito? Basically, if you apply this operator on a wave function, okay, that describes the two particles, ang gagawin ng operator na yan is to exchange the positions of those two particles. Okay, and if we apply the exchange operator once more, okay, then we end up with the original function, okay, original wave function, which means ng p squared ay equal sa p squared ay equals to 1. So, yung eigenvalues ng p, remember this is an operator. Okay, so pag inoperate mo siya sa isang wave function, then it must produce an eigenvalue. Okay, yung eigenvalues nito is plus or minus 1. Okay? Para niyo makukuha yung eigenvalue, anong process para makuha yung eigenvalue? Okay. Anong tawag niyo sa process na yun? Ano, in here? In here, may sinasabi ka? Wala. Tama ka na sana eh. Oh, anong tawag niyo doon? Anong tawag niyo doon? Anong tawag niyo doon? Yes. Diagonalization para makuha niyo yung wave function. Kaka-exam niyo lang eh. Siguro hindi niyo nasagutan yung part na yun, no? Hmm. May hamon. Okay, kung identical tong dalawang particles na to, yung Hamiltonian, tawag dito, will give you the same spin and yung tawag dito, potential. Okay, so ibig sabihin is M1 is equal to M2 and yung potential is will just be given by R2, R1. Okay. So, since meron ganitong property yung yung exchange operator, then it means na yung exchange operator na yan, okay, commutes with the Hamiltonian. Okay, hindi natin i-derive yan. Okay. Basta sabihin na lang natin na nagka-commute sila, they are compatible observable, so meron silang simultaneous na eigenstates. Okay, so in other words, pareho sila ng, you can measure any of them simultaneously without one affecting the other measurement. Okay? Okay, sige. Para mas malinaw, let's consider an example. So suppose we have two non-interacting particles, both of mass m, in an infinite square well. Okay. Ano ang wave function sa infinite square well? Anong wave function sa infinite square well? Psi sub n of x equals sa square root of 2 over a sine n pi over a times x. Okay, na kung saan yung e sub n ay equal sa n squared k, yung k dito is pi squared h bar squared over 2 NA squared. So, dalawang particles. Okay, ito yung wave function ng isang particle. They are both in the inside the infinite square well. So, paano sila mag-interact sa isa't isa? Okay. So, ang interaction nila, di ba, is described by the product of their wave function. So, that will be in one dimension. Okay. Ang ginawa ko dito. X, okay. In one dimension, ito ay psi n1x times psi n2x. Okay. Yan yung interaction between these particles. If they are distinguishable. So, yung total eigenvalue o total energy, dahil scalar naman yung energy, i-add mo lang yung energies nila. So, n1 squared plus n2 squared. Okay. n1 squared k ay energy nung first na particle at n2 squared k ay energy ng second na particle. So, for the ground state, yung wave function, okay, so ground state, so 1, 1, x1, x2, okay, ay equals sa 2 over a is sine n1, so x or pi over a x1 sine pi over a x2. And yung energy eigenvalue is 2k. Okay. Sa ground state kasi n1 is equal to 1 tsaka n2 is equal to 1. Mhm.
Sabi, try 1-1 po. Yung loob ng values is x1 tsaka
x2.
x2.
Okay? So for the first excited state, it's either n1 equals 1, tapos n2 is equal to 2, or n2 equals 2, tapos n1 equals 2, or n2 equals 1. Okay, so we have psi 1, 2 equals to 2 over a sine pi over a x1 sine pi over a x2. Hindi yan. Kulang. Sorry. Kasi n yan eh, n. So, dapat 2 pi over a x2. And yung energy eigenvalue nito is n1 squared plus n2 squared. So, 5, di ba? So, 5k. Yung psi 21 is 2 over a sine pi over a 2 pi over a x1 sine pi over a x2. So E21 is also equal to 5k. So if they were indistinguishable. So now we have yung first excited state natin is doubly degenerate. Ah? Distinguishable. Yes. Wala pa tayo sa indistinguishable. Ah, wala. Okay. So if they were indistinguishable, ano yung expression gagamitin natin? Itong expression na ito. Okay? Kung indistinguishable sila. So, saan na ba yan? So, pag indistinguishable, then we have square root of 2a tapos sine pi over a x1 sine 2 pi over a x2, okay, plus or minus sine 2 pi over a x1 sine pi over a x2. Anong energy eigenvalue nito? Anong tingin niyo? It's still 5k. So, contrary sa ano? Contrary sa, anong tawag dito? Contrary sa distinguishable, yung first excited state ay hindi degenerate. Okay? Ano ang first excited state dito sa tingin ninyo? Yung first excited state. Siyempre yung plus, di ba? Which are yung bosons. And yung ground state ay yung minus. Right? Right? Pero in both cases, yung energy ay 5k. Okay, kasi meron ka pa rin n1 squared plus n2 squared regardless kung positive yung sign or negative yung sign. Any questions? Okay? No, kailan kayo? Walang ngumingiti sa inyo ah. Gusto niyo ba ng joke? Ha? Wag, di niyo deserve. Yun yung joke. Oo. After a long day, sasabihan kayo ng teacher niyo ng ganun, hindi niyo dinideserve ang joke ko. Okay, darating niya sa akin, alam niyo naman yung jokes ko spontaneous. Di ba? Si Denzel, excited na excited. Mas excited sa joke eh. Okay. Medyo nagigets niyo ba yung yung concept ng two particle states. Okay, distinguishability tsaka indistinguishability, di ba? Ah, so explore natin further yung nangyayari dito sa dalawang particles na ito. In terms of, for example, yung separation distance ng dalawang particles. Okay, so gagawin natin is we're going to solve for the expectation value. Calculate the expectation value, okay, of the square of the separation distance between two particles. Okay. So dito na naman tayo sa English. Expectation value of the square of the separation distance between two particles. Ano ang separation distance? X1 minus X2. Diba? Tapos square. Diba? So square of the separation distance. And then, kailangan natin i-compute yung expectation value. Okay? So, ang mangyayari dyan is, of course, ang gagawin nyo dyan ay x1 squared minus x2 plus x2 squared minus 2x1 x2. In this, you can write as x1 squared, expectation value ng x1 squared plus expectation value ng x2 squared minus 2 times expectation value ng x1 times expectation value ng x2. Or, sorry, expectation value ng product ng x1 at saka ng x2. Okay. So ito yung magiging working equation natin. Okay. Pag distinguishable, paano natin sinusulat yung yung tawag dito, ah, s- um, wave function. Diba? So psi x1, x2 is equal to. Yes, alam ko. Ay, kala ko nawala. X1 psi b x2. Okay. Three terms yung i-compute natin dito x1, expectation value ng x1 squared, expectation value ng x2 squared, at saka expectation value ng product ng x1 at saka ng x2. Okay? So doon muna tayo sa expectation value ng x1 squared. Ano expression for the expectation value? Psi star x1, x2, and then x1 squared, tapos psi x1, x2. dx1, dx2. Tama? Okay. So this will become ang psi star, ang psi x1, x2, so ang equals sa psi a x1, psi b x2. So ang psi star x1, x2 is psi a star x1, psi b star x2, x1 squared, and then psi a x1, psi b x2, dx1, dx2. Okay, so pag samasamahin natin lahat ng a, so psi a star, okay, and then x1 yan, and then x1 squared, psi a x1, dx1, okay, tapos integral ng psi b star x2, psi b x2, dx2. Or integral ng x1 squared, psi a x1. Yes, alam kong nawawala. Grabe naman kayong mag-react. Okay. Okay. So this one is equal to 1. Agree? Okay. At itong natitira is nothing but yung expectation value ng x squared for particle A. Okay? Okay, then ang susunod ay x2. Expectation value ng x2 squared. Okay, so similarly, we have psi star x1, x2, x2 squared, psi x1, x2, dx1, dx2. Okay, ang psi star is psi a star, x1, psi b star, x2, x2 squared, And then psi A x1, psi B x2, dx1, dx2. O pag ginroup natin yan, so we have psi A star x1, psi A x1, dx1. Integral ng psi B star x2, x2 squared, psi B x2, dx2. Or psi A x1 squared dx1. And then x2 squared psi B x2 squared dx2. And of course, yan ay equals to 1. Then we are left with expectation value of x for particle, x squared for particle. Ay, labo ah. Lalabo ba kayo? Yung projector lang talaga eh. Labo ba? I mean, yung visual, alam ko malabo yung lesson. Okay lang. Yan, better one. Marami tayo tayo. Yung mga Pilipino sa general talagang passive lang tayo. At saka yung talaga natin yung hanggang kaya natin. Tama ba? Tama? Hindi tayo gaanong assertive eh. Oh, bakit naglalaro ka na ng game dyan? Titignan mo yung factory. Yung factory. Di ba? Tama ba? Tama ba ang observation yon? Unless na Jollibee ang pinag-uusapan. Oo. Kaninang umaga, sa klase ko, sa 1, 2, may 4 na estudyante hindi pumasok. Nag-message sa group chat namin ng 10:30 class na message ng 10:30 yan. Sir, sabihin ako kami ng dad. Doon lang kayo magiging assertive talaga. Inuna ko talaga yung Jollibee sa resto. Hindi pa nakikita. Pero nangyayari yun, ikukulong mo yun. Di ba? Yung machine sila. Ano ba kung yung claw machine? Di ba so pagpasok nila sa klase, awang-awang na yung Jollibee nila, nilignan ko sila. Tapos ang sabi ko, worth it ba yung Jollibee nyo? Nakapagin na sila, tayo po yung linggo. Sabihin niyo sa akin, worth it ba yung Jollibee nyo? Nag-quiz kami bago tayo dumating. 10 points, sabi ko. Ay. Tapos yung isa sabi, sir, sa ipin lang yung Jollibee. Sabi ko, huwag ka magtrabaho sa gobyerno pagdating mo. Okay, syempre wala naman talagang quiz. Kilala niyo naman ako. Okay. Ha? So yung isa na lang, no? Yung third term na lang hindi natin nakakompute. Yung product ng x1 at saka ng x2. Shit, recorded yung joke na yun, ah. x1, x2. Okay. So again, mag-start tayo sa psi x1, x2, and then psi star pala yan. And then x1, x2, tapos psi x1, x2, dx1, dx2. Okay, so equal ngayon to sa psi A star x1, psi B star x2, x1, x2, psi A x1, psi B, x2, dx1, dx2. Or pag ginup natin lahat ng mga x1, we have psi A star, ano na nga to? x1 and then x1 psi A, x1 dx1, tapos psi B star x2, x2 psi B, x2 dx2. Or x1 psi A, x1 modulus squared dx1, and x2 psi B, x2 modulus squared dx2. And that's nothing but x, expectation value ng x for particle A, and expectation value ng x for particle B. So, yun yung expectation value ng square ng separation distance between them is expectation value, squared for particle A plus expectation value squared for particle B minus 2 expectation value ng x for particle A and expectation value ng x for particle B. Okay. So now, i-consider natin yung case for identical particles. Anong game yung nilalaro mo? SimCity? SimCity, ano yan? Build it? Build it, no? Yung, hindi, yung build it yung may bayad eh. Wala ba?
Yung bayad na sila.
Ah, okay. Okay. Ito ba yung maraming cities na, ano? Pag in-open mo yung multiple cities, isa-isa mo i-build, tapos i-connect mo sila sa isa. Hindi naman siya ganun kaluma. Pero yata ako naka-install dito eh. Tagal ko nang hindi naglalaro eh. Complete edition, yung sinasabi. Pero yung build it sa iPhone yun. Ay, sa iPad.
Mas pangit yung world building yung kasi sa pwede namin.
Hindi
ka yung sa original lang mag-building.
Binigyan mo ko ng idea. Alam niyo bang gawin to? X, syempre, unahin muna natin yung first term. Now, case to ng identical particles, di ba? Which means na psi plus or minus star ang gagamitin natin dito. X1, X2, tapos X1 squared, psi plus or minus, and then X1, X2, dx1, dx2. Okay? Okay, so medyo mahaba-habang ano to, expression to. Okay? Ha? Skip na sa final answer, nasa book yung final answer. Pero alam niyo ba kung paano i-derive? Okay, so 1/2, okay, integral ng psi plus pa lang to So psi A star x1, psi B star x2, plus or minus psi A star x2, psi B star x1. And then, yung x1 squared. Tapos, yung second, yung psi plus or minus x1, x2 na. So, psi A x1, psi B x2, plus or minus psi A x2, psi B x1. dx1, dx2. Naintindihan niyo kung paano nangyari yan? Kasi anong definition ng... Diba? Ang definition ng indistinguishable particles ay itong equation na ito. Sino yun? Okay? Ba't ka pa nagpipicture? Sinesend ko naman. Okay. Okay. Yes. Para instantaneous. Ano, may questions? Gets nyo? Siyempre, simplify pa natin yan. Patay tayo dyan. Daming terms. May cross terms pa, di ba? Pagsasamahin natin ay... Sige. Ano? Agang mag-isip Hindi ko pa masasagot yan. Hindi ko pa ginagawa yung LE. Okay. Ay, shoot. 1/2. Okay, so ito yan Ito multiplied by this. Okay? Sige, para alam niyo at hindi kayo nalilito. Psi A star x1 modulus squared. Kailan yan? Naintindihan nyo? Ay, sorry, mali. Mali. Sorry. Hindi yan. Ito pala. Ito. With this one. This one. Yan. And then, psi B x2 modulus squared. Tapos, syempre, wag natin kalimutan yung x1 squared. Ha? Ay, oo nga. Okay? Ito naman next. Ito, i-multiply ko with this. Okay? So pareho sila ng sign, plus or minus. So mawawala yung minus sign, di ba? Kasi mag-ano lang, negative times negative. So ito magiging plus psi A x2 modulus squared, integral, sorry. Bakit? Okay na? Psi A x2 and then psi B x1 squared and then x1 squared tapos dx1 dx2.
One of the first two.
Normalization.
There's that first.
Hindi. Sorry. Sa lahat yan. So, yan siya. Okay, plus, okay, ito na. Cross terms na tayo. Okay. So, ilalagay ko sa ibabaw yung marker. Ito, multiplied by this. Okay, yung mga pula. So, plus, integral, sorry, plus, nasa taas. So, yung pula na to, multiplied by this one. Okay, cross terms. Psi A star x1, psi A x2, psi B star x2, psi A, psi, saan na tayo? Psi B x1. Okay, and then may x1 squared ka pa dyan and then dx1, dx2. Plus or minus. Sorry, plus or minus. Sino yun? Okay na? Last term naman. Last term. Ito. Ito. At saka yan. Okay? So, plus or minus integral ng psi A star x2 psi A x1 psi B star x1 psi B x2 and then x1 squared dx1 dx2. Okay. Ay, nakalimutan ko yung ano dito, no? dx1, dx2. Okay. So, meron tayong integral ng psi b x2 squared dx2. Ano yung integral na yan? Psi b, sa first integral tayo. Psi b So integral ng psi b x2 modulus squared dx2. Equal saan yan? Ha? Ano? 1. Nag-guess nyo ba kung bakit 1? Di ba? Kasi function lang siya ng x2. Yung first integral is psi a x1 modulus squared x1 squared dx1. Yun yung hindi nyo pwedeng tanggalin. Diba? Kasi equal siya sa modulus expectation value ng x at particle. Naintindihan nyo ba? Gusto yung isulat ko pang mas mas maayos. Gets? Okay. Then, sa second term, ano ang pwede nating i-simplify? Integral ng psi a x2 squared dx2. Integral ng psi a x2 squared dx2. Yan ay equal sa ito ay equal sa 1. So yan ay equal sa 1. Okay? Okay na? Okay. Now, ito na ang medyo tricky. Okay. So meron tayong, tignan niyo yung mga terms dun sa third integral na tayo. Sa third integral, okay, meron tayong x1 squared, di ba? Meron tayong nitong x1 squared. Okay? Yan. So, lahat ng x2, lahat ng may x2 i-group nyo. Ano yung mga yon? Psi A x2, psi B star x2. So we have an integral of psi A x2, psi B star x2, dx2. Equal saan yung integral na yan? Okay, para lang clear, no? So yung third integral, pwede nyo isulat as integral ng psi A star x1. Asan na to? Psi B1 x1, x1 squared dx1. And then integral ng psi A x2, psi B star x2, dx2. So ito yung highlight ko doon sa third integral. So equal yan saan? Yung naka-highlight? Ay, hindi mo yan. Equal saan? Equal saan? Sa 0. Bakit? Ha? Bakit sila 0? Orthogonality. Sa. Okay, orthogonality condition. Similarly, yung fourth integral, okay, yung highlight natin dyan ngayon ay So x1 to, no? So lahat ng x2. Ito. Yan. And then yung dx2. Ang ibibigay sa atin yan ay 0 ulit kasi dahil sa orthogonality. So, anong natira? Ang natira ay psi a, yung first term is psi a x1 squared, which is nothing but yung expectation value ng x squared for particle A. Ito naman, expectation values ng x squared for particle B. Okay, so ang x1 ngayon, expectation value ng x1, sandali lang, tapusin ko lang to. X1 squared is equal to 1/2 expectation value ng x squared for particle A and expectation value ng x squared for particle B. Yan. Nasa next page. Kala ko kung kumukopya pa kayo. Pero kung di na kayo kumukopya, okay na ba? Ito na yung final. Yan pa lang yung x1. X1 squared.
Nice.
Expectation value of x1 squared. Okay?